On a cold Christmas Eve in 1945, the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, stood decorated for the holidays. Little did they know that this night would mark the beginning of one of America's most chilling mysteries. George and Jenny Sodder, along with 9 of their 10 children, had settled in for the night. Their oldest son was away in the military. As the clock struck midnight, the house fell silent. But not for long. Around 1 a.m., Jenny Sodder awoke to the sound of something hitting the roof. Dismissing it as harmless, she drifted back to sleep. But at 1:30 a.m., she was jolted awake by the smell of smoke. Panic ensued as the family realized their house was on fire. George, Jenny, and 4 of their children managed to escape. But 5 children, Maurice, Martha, Louise, Jenny, and Betty, were trapped upstairs. George tried desperately to reach his children. He ran back to the house intending to use his ladder, but it was missing from its usual spot. He then tried to start his coal trucks to drive them to the house and climb on top. But they wouldn't start despite working perfectly the day before. The fire department, located just 2.5 miles away, didn't respond until morning. By then, the house had burned to the ground. Strangely, the fire had burned so hot that it took only 45 minutes to reduce the 2-story house to ashes. But the real mystery was just beginning. When officials sifted through the ashes, they found no trace of human remains. Not a single bone, not even a tooth. The official report concluded that the children had died in the fire. But George and Jenny Sodder couldn't accept this. They believed their children were still alive, abducted during the chaos of the fire. Strange events before and after the fire fueled their suspicions. A man was seen stealing from their garage that night. Unusual phone calls had come to the house, and most chillingly, a woman at a Charleston hotel claimed to have seen 4 of the 5 missing children a week after the fire. For decades, the Sodders searched for answers. They received a photograph in the mail in 1968, supposedly of their son Louis as an adult. Written on the back were the words, "Louis Sodder, I love brother Frankie, Lil Boys, A901, 32 or 35. Despite extensive investigations, including the involvement of the FBI, the fate of the Sodder children remains unknown. The case has never been solved, leaving us to wonder, did 5 innocent children perish in a tragic fire, or were they spirited away into the night, leaving behind one of America's most haunting mysteries?